Last year I told y'all that the Bred 4 Reimagined had the potential to be better than the OGs, and today I can say that I stand 10 toes down on what I said. The Bred 4 Reimagined gives the OGs a run for their money. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If it is the first time you're touching down on this channel, welcome to Small Feet Big Heat. We talk sneakers, we talk streetwear, and everything in between. First sneaker pickup of 2024, the Air Jordan 4 Bred Reimagined, the latest in the lineup of reimagined Jordans from Nike. I don't think these were too hard to grab if you wanted a pair, but here's a little bit of background on how I was able to secure my pair. I actually got lucky during the Nike Sneakers app shock drop. I got a grade school size 6 from that shock drop. Now, as y'all can see, this is not a grade school, this is a men's pair. Let me tell y'all why. When that grade school pair came in, I just wasn't 100% satisfied. There were a few quality control issues that personally, I just knew that I needed the men's pair, which granted, I had a feeling that I was gonna prefer the men's pair for this particular sneaker from the jump. I was really only going for the grade school pair during that shock drop as like a backup plan if I wasn't able to get a men's size 6. Lucky for me, because small men's sizes are far and few between, I was able to get a men's size 6. If any of y'all out there are watching and you wear, you're in between that overlap of grade school and small men's sizes, I highly recommend N Clothing. I've had a lot of luck with them. Now, I saw a lot of W's for the Bred Reimagined, both in my circle as well as people hitting online, but I know everybody who wanted a pair wasn't able to get one. So if you're still thinking about picking up the Bred 4 Reimagined, hopefully this review helps you out when you're thinking about whether or not you want to pay resale. In terms of the Bred colorway, not much has changed with the Bred 4 Reimagined. The major changes are with the material and the shape, so let's talk about it. The original Air Jordan 4 Bred was Durabug, and every reiteration after that has been Durabug or Nubug, so them giving us a leather version this time around, as excited as I was for it, I knew that my biggest if factor was gonna be the appearance and the feel of the leather. Meaning, if the leather was nice, if the leather was nicely tumbled, if it looked good, but also if it felt like it would wear in well, that would be my biggest factor for this shoe, whether or not it was a cop or a drop. Something about the leather on these fours just feels right. It feels like it was always meant to be this way. It's soft, it's shiny, it's got a nice tumble on it, but it's not too shiny or too tumbled as to where the leather would look tacky or cheap. I feel really confident that these will age well, and with time and wear, they'll look even better than they do right now, but talk is cheap. So what I wanna do is put these to the test, a 30-day wear test, and I see how they hold up from the time that I undiesed them to 30 days from now. So be on the lookout for that video, because I'm very interested to see what these look like after consistent wear for 30 days. The shape of the Bred 4 Reimagined was another point of concern for me going into this. Again, my hopes were high. My hopes were high last year when we first got images of these sneakers and we saw Nike was giving us a leather Bred 4. I was all for it. My hopes were high. My expectations, however, were low, because we've all seen Nike fumble a good idea. Having these in hand, speaking for myself, the shape change is not subtle. It is very noticeable, but that's not a bad thing. If you didn't already know, the Air Jordan 4 Bred Reimagined borrows its shape from the Air Jordan 4 SB Pine Green, which is a shoe that I don't have, so I was going into this situation a little bit blind, a little less knowledgeable than those who have been able to touch a pair of Air Jordan 4 SB Pine Greens. Now, I've had these for a couple of days now, so I could really kind of sit with them and think about what I wanted to say. And as much as I do like the shape on these, and I'm a big fan of how this shoe is executed, I will say, if Nike is serious about making this shape right here the shape going forward for all Jordan 4s, I don't know about that. I think that the Air Jordan 4 SB and the Air Jordan 4 Retro should maintain a distinction in shape. But that's just my opinion as one consumer. What I will say about this new shape is I love the plushness around the ankle. I love the plushness of the tongue. There is a distinction between this toe box right here on this Air Jordan 4, and if you look at other Jordan 4s, the toe box is more boxy. To put it simply, it's more boxy. This has more of like a smooth slant to it. Funny enough, there actually feels like there's more room in this toe box. It feels wider, like my foot has more space and it's a bit more comfortable in there than with other Air Jordan 4s. With this new shape comes comfort, and I can see the appeal in that for sure. I think that this sneaker will make a great daily driver for a lot of people. But speaking for myself, one, this is a classic colorway, it's a dark colorway, and two, because of the increased comfort, I can wear this sneaker all day long with no complaint. As far as sizing goes, I went true to size and I have no complaints. Yes, the sneaker does have some extra plushness going on. This is a thick with 2 C's sneaker, but I would still highly recommend that you go true to size. And if you are in that range, once again, 5, 6, 7, if those are your sizes where you overlap between grade school and men's small sizes, get the men's pair. Just trust me. Get the men's pair, you'll be way happy. I don't have a pair of Bred 4s from any of the previous years, 2019, 2012, 2008, the OGs. I don't have any of those. So I'm happy to be adding these to the collection today. And like I said, these are better than the OGs in my opinion. Something about that leather just feels like it was meant to be this way. I know that's gonna be a hot take to a lot of you. And my second hot take would be that these are the best reimagined Jordans that we've gotten so far. A lot of people are gonna disagree based off history, personal preference, nostalgia, and that's cool, that's perfect, that's fine. If you also don't have a pair of Bred 4s in your collection and you're watching this video trying to discern, should you buy the reimagined, should you go back and pick up the 2019 pair, the 2012 pair, the 2008 pair, whichever pair you're looking at versus the reimagined, I'm gonna vote reimagined. Here's why. I think that the reimagined right now, the prices are better. The prices are way better on the reimagined. You can still pick these up for around retail at the time that I'm filming this video. From retail up to around 300 or maybe 320, depending on what size you wear, fees, taxes, shipping, and all of that stuff. So up to 320, I think I've seen for these right here, which is a lot better than the prices on some of those older Jordan 4 Breds. My second point as to why I think the reimagined will make a better pickup is because I genuinely believe that people will get more wear out of this sneaker right here than any of the previous nubuck versions. We ain't gonna sit here and lie, like that nubuck version wasn't looking ashy after only a handful of wears. So even if you don't put your sneakers through the paces, or if you have a good rotation and you don't wear them often, the nubuck versions really don't take much to start looking worn down. One thing I haven't touched on yet about the Air Jordan 4 Reimagined is this back heel tab that's also been changed in this version of the sneaker. It's a little bit more flexible and I want to say more sturdy. So there's that. That's another small detail that's been changed. Be on the lookout for some how to style videos with these sneakers right here. I think I might actually do 2 separate videos. I want to do an easy outfits video and I want to do how I would style these and how I plan to wear them. So be on the lookout for those. I have a lot of other sneaker reviews and how to styles that I'm going to be hitting y'all with very soon. If you enjoyed today's video, remember to like, comment, subscribe, show a small YouTuber some love, and I will check y'all out in the next one.